My boyfriend told me to reject a $120,000 promotion because it would make him look bad. He said I need to decline the job and take a receptionist position instead, so I demoted him as an ex. Ryan and I had been together for 2 years. I worked at a pharmaceutical company as a research coordinator making $70,000 a year. He worked at his dad's plumbing supply company as a sales manager making $50,000. He always said money didn't matter, that we were a team. I believed him. Last month, my boss called me into her office. She offered me the director of clinical trials position, $120,000 salary, company car, 4 weeks vacation, stock options. I'd worked 60-hour weeks for 5 years to earn this, stayed late reading protocols, took weekend certification courses, flew to conferences on my own dime to network. When I told Ryan that night, his face changed. Not happy, not proud, something else. He said we should think about it carefully. I asked what there was to think about. He said a promotion like that came with a lot of stress and longer hours, that I was already tired from my current job, that maybe I should focus on our relationship instead of my career. I thought he was concerned about me burning out, but then he started listing other problems. His mom wouldn't understand why I made more than him. His brother would make jokes at Sunday dinners. His friends would think he was less of a man. He actually used those words, less of a man. He said I should consider how my success would affect his reputation. I told him his reputation wasn't my responsibility. That's when he got mean. He said I was being selfish, that relationships required sacrifice, that his ex-girlfriend understood the importance of letting the man be the provider. He brought up his ex-girlfriend who worked part-time at a flower shop, the one he always said was boring and had no ambition. Suddenly she was the ideal partner. For a week, he sulked, wouldn't celebrate with me, wouldn't tell anyone about my promotion. When my parents called to congratulate me, he left the room. When my sister sent champagne, he said it was excessive. He started forwarding me articles about women who regretted prioritizing careers over family, stories about successful women who ended up alone, statistics about divorce rates when wives earned more. He bookmarked a blog post called How to Be a Supportive Partner Without Losing Yourself and left it open on my laptop. The post was about women stepping back to let their men shine. Then came the ultimatum. 3 days before I had to give my answer, Ryan sat me down. He said he'd been thinking and realized this promotion would destroy us. If I took it, he'd always feel inferior. His family would judge him. His coworkers would laugh behind his back. He needed me to decline, for us, for our future. He'd even called his dad's friend who owned a dental office, got me an interview for a receptionist position, $35,000 a year but regular hours and no stress. Perfect for when we had kids we'd never discussed. I said absolutely not. He said I was choosing money over love, that I was materialistic and power hungry, that no man would want a woman who needed to be the boss, that his mother warned him I was too ambitious. His mother who hadn't worked a day in her life and spent her husband's money on designer bags. I packed my things that night while he was at his buddy's house, took everything that was mine, which turned out to be most of the apartment since I'd paid for the furniture, the TV, the kitchen appliances, left him with his gaming chair and the mattress he'd brought from his mom's house. He came home to an empty apartment and called me screaming, said I was vindictive and crazy, that I'd regret this when I was 40 and alone, that no one would want a woman who put career first. I hung up and blocked his number, but he wasn't done. Full story on channel, link below.